In this podcast, we're going to look at how to crop and resize an image using the program Paint in Microsoft Windows. Now, an earlier version of Windows, this program was known as MS Paint. In version 7, it's currently called just Paint. And I've got an image here on the desktop, and I'm going to right-click on it and tell it to open with Paint. Now, if I just double-clicked on the image, it would open in Windows Photo Viewer, and I cannot edit the image in that program. I need to use Paint. Okay, now in the lower right-hand corner, I'm going to resize this image, and basically to make this the selection for the area that I want to crop, I'm going to go up here, click on Select, Rectangle Selection, and then you'll notice down here it tells me how many pixels this image is down here in the taskbar. Now as I make a selection, and sometimes you just kind of have to guess where you want to go here. We want a kind of a square image for D2L. So I'll look down here on the, you notice there on the taskbar I can see my selection size. And I just want to try and make that square. It doesn't matter what the pixels are, just get it so that it's the same pixels in width as in height. So I'm going to select that, and as long as that looks pretty well centered, I'm good to go. I cannot change the selection area by moving these handles. If I do, it'll resize the image, or it will move the image like that. See how that happens? So you can't resize those once you select it. If you don't like the selection, you really just need to reselect it. Let me undo that and go back up here and reselect the image again. So once again, we're looking for a square image. There we go. And as long as I'm happy with that selection, what I want to do is go up here and click on the crop button. Now, the image size we need for D2L, they recommend 150 pixels square. So after I've cropped it, I now have a square image. I'll go here to resize, and I want to switch this to pixels. And I'm going to type in 150. And notice, as long as I have this checked, it will keep that roughly the same width and vertical dimensions. If I deselect this, it will skew the size of the image. So you want to make sure that that is checked, and that will keep these measurements so that they scale together. And once you're done, just go ahead and click OK. Now the image is resized, and of course it looks really small, but if you look here in the lower right, it's at only 25%. So that's the actual size of the image there. And I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And having done that, you notice the percentage changed here, so it looks a little pixelated. And after I've saved it, I can go ahead and close it. And here's my image on the desktop. Notice it's now cropped and everything. So I can now upload that to D2L.